Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Golf After Hours. I am your host, Mike Ratchman. You're watching us live on the Texas Golf Insider Network. Hey, the first week of the Sony PGA kicked off this last week, and we had some one and done folks that kind of went into the playoffs, didn't quite get to the big dance, but pretty darn close. We'll talk about that tonight. And our guests tonight here are Thomas Hutton, PGA Executive Director of Southern Texas PGA, and at the turn, Billy Brown, owner of the Big Easy Ranch located in Columbus, Texas. Will be here. You want to stick around for those two interviews, man. Billy Brown's got something great going on at the Big Easy. He wants to talk all about it tonight. And we're going to give a few shout outs to some of our one and done league leaders and give you some predictions and golf betting advice, I think, for the American Express Golf Tournament this weekend. You know what? Dave and I were pretty good on it last week. He didn't quite make it to any money. But, boy, I tell you what, I had a dark horse that kick button. We'll talk about it. Right after the break. Golf After Hours. Don't go away. If you haven't had a cold, pick one up right now. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Golf After Hours. I'm your host, Mike Ratchman. Dave Roberts is along with me. He looks like he's in better weather than we are at. It has been a cold week, Davey.
Yes. Poor people in Texas. It's cold, isn't it, folks? Getting ready to be in Orlando, flying out there and hanging out in the PGA show. So I'm just kind of getting into the mode. Nice and warm over there in Florida, but here it's been cold. But you know what, Raj? Tomorrow afternoon, 65 degrees. Can you believe that?
Could be right. Beautiful weather for golf, man. That's just part of the deal in Texas. Hey, I'm from Wisconsin, and let me tell you, they're not having any fun up there right now. They got 14 or 18 inches of snow, drifts over 4 feet up against the windows. My sister gave me some slide. I should have put it on. Maybe I can pull that up. After we take a break here, just to kind of give you an idea how good we have it down here. I'm telling you, it was cold, but I like it. And the reason I do like it, David, like you said, it's going to go away here in a couple of days. So we'll bring it.
Golf. It makes me go bowling when I have to, So it's okay because we need the cold weather. But, the other day, with the wind chill factor, it was colder in San Antonio than it was in Anchorage, Alaska. And that's just not really cool because we're not built for it down here. You were talking about Wisconsin. I was up at a Green Bay game a couple of years ago. You've got snow ninjas up there. It's all prepared. Down here, it gets cold. We shut the city down.
Oh, yeah. That's just the way it is. But, fortunately, we didn't have to do it this time. I got the old engines out, hoping that we didn't have to plug it all back in. We got a generator that just kicks butt, and I'm glad we didn't have to use it. And, hey, but it was a good weekend for golf. It was a great weekend for football. And not if you're a Cowboy fan. If you're a Cowboy fan, it really sucked.
McCarthy's on the take. McCarthy's on the take. He's on the take, folks.
So do you think McCarthy's gone?
Yep, he should be. He should be. We should get somebody younger in there. And only problem is who wants to deal with Jerry. So that was totally embarrassing. But I will tell you one thing. I was impressed this weekend by the Houston Texans. CJ Stroud and them, man, I'm telling you. And it's so sad is over the last several years, the Texans have won more playoff games than the Cowboys. Oh my gosh.
Well, hey, listen, I'll tell you what, the love for Green Bay, he's the real deal. He looked more calm and collective than anybody on the Cowboy team. And Stroud's the same way, man. These guys come out of college, and those two teams got some magnificent picks. Stroud's a rookie, And of course, now Love has been with the team for 4 years, but this is his first year of, he's been a backup to Aaron Rodgers for a long time. But let me tell you, it's going to be pretty crazy this week. Saturday and Sunday. Well, it's going to start Thursday. It's going to start tomorrow with us because we have the American Express tournament rolling out tomorrow morning. Folks, listen, if you didn't make your pick at all, hey, listen, if you're still thinking about getting into one and done is kind of the biggest thing that's happening in golf right now. If you're not in a one and done, you're just not understanding the new players that are coming in, all the strategies you got to have to pick out a player. It is really fun. It's better than football, I can tell you that. It's better than basketball. And of course, I don't even do basketball anymore. But hey, listen, David, we had a pretty good winner this week. Kind of a cocky guy, or used to be a pretty cocky guy. And
well, I watched that final round, and Grayson Murray was throwing it away, and then he makes that 40-foot bomb on the last hole. And it was so sad is because Ben An, who just got back to the tour, folks.
Yeah.
He had like 6 feet for birdie to win it all. And all of a sudden the guy makes a bomb across the green. And he tried to jam it the hole and missed. But a little backstory on An, if people don't know, is he's been off the tour since about September, August time, because he took some cough medicine and it had some substance and he's been banned. So when he finished his round, he was very blessed. He shook hands. He did everything he needed to do. And, but that just goes to show you, Ratch, Keegan Bradley was set up to win that golf tournament. He had it in the bank with about 4 holes to go.
Hey, Dave,
in the last couple of holes, it all flipped around.
Can you do me a favor, Dave? Who is my dark horse last week?
Your dark horse, was it Grayson Murray or Keegan Bradley? I think it was Keegan Bradley.
Keegan Bradley. And you know what I did? I just I don't even listen to my own advice sometimes.
I remember because when Adam was on, I said, you picked Keegan Bradley, that dude's going to choke. And guess what he did?
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, who'd have thought, another guy missed a 4-footer or 2-footer, whatever the hell it was. But hey, listen, I can tell you who some of the winners are. I mean, they didn't win, but they sure got a pretty good purse. The dude is got $738,700. Let's see, Oklahoma man, PGA, Oklahoma man, PGA. I don't know what the hell that is. Shankopotamus.
That's AJ
right up there. And then
AJ, him and Adam tied with 2 others for first place for the week because nobody picked Grayson Murray. So
Adam Roche, our leader, to our one and done and sponsor to the show as well. He's also in first place. I got myself a few bucks out of Aber, but hey, Dave, how much did you end up with?
I got 0 last week. I just want to let you know I got 0. My alternate did a heck of a lot better than my original pick. So who
was your original pick?
Thigala. I was going to go with the hot thing, but then the guy started hitting it in the stands and missed the cut by 1. So
I seen that. I was thinking of you Friday afternoon.
Yeah, and see, this is what it is, folks. If you haven't played the one and done, and you normally don't pay attention on Thursday and Friday, playing the one and done, you're kind of getting your phone out and you're checking it out, or you'll be like me watching highlights, or doing something, and then it just brings to where it brings excitement back, and I'm having fun with it. AJ was having fun with it. We were out and we were dogging each other, and I was telling him that I was giving him the story about him, and I said this guy can win. And then all of a sudden, when he missed that little 6-footer on the last hole,
that was tough.
He had a chance to win it in regulation because he knocked it up there about 15 feet for eagle and missed that putt, the same putt that he missed in the playoff and shorter. So
Now, I can't tell you what Adam texted me because we'd probably get thrown off the air, but he's still going to be pretty happy about being tied with 4 of the guys for first place. And Shankopotamus is probably one of my favorite names that we have. There's maybe a handful of them I read off. last week. Hey, folks, listen, if you've never played the one and done before, get in it, whether you get in through us, man. And it's never too late to get in it because Dave's is starting all over this weekend, and who knows where it's going to end up with me. But you can go if you want to join us, you can go to the TexasGolfInsider.com. We started off with 30 some players last year. We doubled it this year. We got 60 players that are playing. And before you know it, this pot's going to be up to 120 players. And there's some good change. You're only going to lose $50. I mean, but you still get to be in it. And I believe we're going to have a tournament out at Valor Creek, or we may end up going to Louisiana and do maybe a stay and play and do some gambling over there with a bunch of the players. It gives us a lot of time to think about it, but we'll keep you guys posted on that. But join up if you can. Davey, have you seen anybody out there? I mean, everybody's already talking about the Masters. After week one, they're talking about the Masters. I don't have that conversation yet, but you're a little knee deeper than I am at. You're living it every day. And I don't know if you had anybody that is, you're thinking of, and without McIlroy.
Okay, so you're gonna take my pick away, but if you take a look at somebody that would probably do good in the Masters and possible win, early pick would be Brooks Koepka from the Live Tour. He's still eligible, folks, by the way, and I like him. But you know what? I was very impressed this week with Tommy Fleetwood and what he did over in Abu Dhabi. And I think that Fleetwood would be a dark horse for the Masters. His ball striking, he doesn't hit it super far, but he hits it straight. If he can master the greens at the Masters, then, I think that that would be my dark horse for the Masters would be Tommy Fleetwood.
I don't have anybody. I've been watching, at the end of last year. I still don't know who's playing good, who's playing bad. There's so many people that are out there right now, and so many that I don't know really that are some studs coming up, Dave. They really got some studs coming up.
You got your rookies coming up. Last year's Rookie of the Year. You have Alberg. That guy. If his putters kind of let him down a little bit, in the first tournament of the Champions, but Augusta, except for like Fuzzy Zeller, because Fuzzy Zeller, the first time he played, he won back in 1983. You got to be something special to win it the first time go around. Jordan Spieth got close. Others have gotten close. But I think it's going to be somebody who's played the golf course 2 or 3 times. They've made more changes. They've always lengthened it. I remember going there back in the 80s, and you walk out of the pro shop in that main area, and you're at the number 1 tee. Now you got to go out of that area, hang a left to the number 1 tee. So,
okay. Hey, listen, we got, and again, we got about 1 minute here. And we're going to be talking leading up to the Masters because it's only a month or two, a couple months out yet. But real quick, I'm not going to ask you what your pick is because you haven't picked yet. So I'm going to ask you, who is your dark horse?
Burns.
Sam Burns? Okay.
For this week, Sam Burns.
I got Ricky Fowler.
Oh, I like Ricky.
He played really good a couple weeks ago. He passed this last one up, but I think he's ready to go. So, folks, if you're looking for a dark horse, Ricky Fowler, but they got all the big dogs, several of the big dogs that are going to be there. And hey, I want to say hi to Janet McCormish. She's one of our ladies that watch us every week. Seems like she's always popping in. Chris, thanks for chiming in too. Hey, Gummy Bear, you got the Gummy Bear thing going on now. Everybody's starting to look. Everybody's starting to call you Gummy.
That's right, baby. It's the Gummy Bear right here. Gummies for the yummy.
You don't leave home without it. Hey, folks, can keep in mind, too, next week, we're going to be live at the PGA. Dave's going to set up studio down there, and we have some special guests that are going to join us down there. Dave is in charge next week, man. Whatever he wants to do, I'm just going to fly with him, man. Hey, if you haven't had yourself a cold one, man, we're going to take a real quick break and give you some time to go grab one. When we come back, we're going to come back to Thomas Hutton. So stick around for that interview. We'll be right back.
Just minutes north of San Antonio on Highway 281, you will find Valor Creek Golf Club in Blanco, Texas. Valor Creek is now offering stay-and-play packages starting at $150 per person per night. Relax in the beautifully furnished Tuscany Heights condominium and walk out your front door and play one of the Hill Country's premier semi-private golf courses. So break away from the city and make Valor Creek the perfect getaway for a peaceful weekend or family outing. Call us now at 830-833-0706 or go to www.vcgc.golf. That's vcgc.golf.
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comal River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today or visit us online at Landa Park Golf Course.
Are you ready to treat you and your friends to a great golfing experience in 2023? If so, it's time to tee it up at the Club at Star Ranch. Located in Hutto, just 30 minutes from Austin, the Club at Star Ranch offers manicured fairways, pure putting greens, and multiple tee options for all skill levels to enjoy. Home of the 4-hour round, the Club at Star Ranch is rated 4.6 stars and strives for course consistency so you and your friends can enjoy the golf experience you deserve. The Club at Star Ranch, where your next round awaits.
Step into this clubhouse and you're stepping into history. Walk this fairway and imagine you're in the gallery of one of the first PGA Tour events, or cross this bridge and know that Nelson, Hogan, Palmer, and Crenshaw each crossed it first. Because this is Brackenridge Park, the oldest 18-hole public golf course in Texas, site of the first Texas Open and home to the Texas Golf Hall of Fame. Set your tee time today and step into history at Brackenridge Park.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back into Golf After Hours. Mike Ratchman here, Dave Roberts. We have a special guest who's no stranger to the program, Thomas Hutton, who's PGA Executive Director of Southern Texas PGA. Thomas, welcome to the show and Happy New Year to you.
Same to you all. Happy to be back. 2024 is upon us, and let's get some cold weather out of here, and let's get back to some Texas weather. How's that sound?
You know, I agree with you 100%. You know, we were just talking off camera, and our football season is over. You know, if you're a giant Cowboy fan or an Eagle fan, and I don't know if anybody in Texas who's an Eagle fan, but, you know, they're here. But now I'm ready. I told Dave, I said, you know, I'll watch the playoffs this weekend, but I'm not married to it.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be one of these deals, but I think it's time that you guys are getting juiced up, I guess, at South Texas PGA. Man, you guys got a lot of energy and a lot of things going on right now. Talk to me about it, man.
Yeah, new year. You always kind of get a new energy at the beginning of the year. I think the weather kind of dictates a lot of that. So maybe a little bit slower than we might expect. But we all know in Texas, it can be 20 degrees one day and 65 and sunny the next. So knock on wood, the forecast this weekend still looks a little chilly, but we'll be out there playing golf. And I know golf courses were taking tarps off the greens, the courses that were able to cover them this past weekend. So golf is January, February, I think we look at as kind of off months, if you want to put that in
Right.
air quotes, but it's more of if you get good weather, it's great to start off the year on a positive, very little rain and some good weather, hopefully, and then we'll get right into the spring season. But hey, STPGA, we're ready to have another good year. We're going to the PGA show in Orlando next week, which we see a lot of partners and we see a lot of vendors, but then we also do a lot of networking. All the 41 sections actually get together. So it's a good time to kick off the year, and we're going full steam ahead.
Yes, it does kick off with the PGA show. Got a lot of good things going on this year. We have an addition that we're going to get into with the PGA Hope. Matter of fact, the Air Force is leading the way, and we just opened it up to all the PGA professionals in the all the sections in the United States to come and join us for training at Champions Gate. And I actually get to speak a little bit and represent us to tell them, because not only being a golf professional and lead instructor for JBSA, I am also a disabled veteran. So I live both worlds. So we're going to talk to the PGA professionals around the country and around the world showing up to why it's important to, have this program. And matter of fact, in San Antonio alone, the military, we're hosting 6 this year, Thomas, 6 of them.
Yeah, PGA Hope, which stands for Helping Our Patriots Everywhere, is our free program for veterans. I think golf, as everybody knows here, is both therapeutic and an opportunity for people to get out and network with fellow veterans. And so that's how we've created these communities and really these chapters or locations at a variety of different facilities across Southern Texas. This year alone, PGA Hope, we're projecting to hopefully serve over 600 veterans. Which is unbelievable that they'll come through a program that's taught by our PGA professionals and associates that have been trained to teach these veterans that might be disabled, might have mental issues, that they want to come out and they need to be in a safe environment. So, all of our PGA professionals have gone through an adaptive training program. And yeah, San Antonio, there's 5 or 6 sites that have it. We're starting off hopefully in February and getting the ground running with programs, but they're going to be basically all year long across Southern Texas. But to find out more information about that, you can go to stpgareach.org. That will be where all the programs are listed. But it's kind of crazy. We at the Southern Texas PGA don't do anything small, and we feel like we actually have we don't feel like we do this program enough, but we're actually already the 6th largest out of all 41 sections in terms of the veterans we serve. So we are actually thinking the sky's the limit with the program. And again, if you're a veteran, check us out. We'd love to have you out there and then hopefully become a lifelong golfer.
One thing, hey, listen too, while you're down there at the PGA, I didn't know if you were hearing the beginning of the show, but Dave's setting up a studio down here. We're going to be live down at PGA this year. And I'm looking forward. I don't know who Dave has got on, but if you're down there, man, stop on by, give him some crap or something, and jump out on the show.
I will find him. I always run into him one way or the other. So him or Scott
100%.
are just happen to.
Hey, you're talking about the junior golf, and you and I have talked about this over the years. Thomas, you guys do such a great job, and you're talking about some of the biggest programs in the PGA. And I didn't know there was a Game Changer Award. Talk a little bit about that, because it went to Garrett Nobles.
Yep.
And I didn't know what it was. Explain what that is all about.
Yeah, so Garrett Nobles is a PGA professional over here in Houston, and he has one of the largest PGA Junior League programs in the country. So I think this year he was ranked 20th in terms of the number of juniors that was in his program alone in the entire country. And so PGA Junior League continues to actually grow. Participation continues to be up. But it's basically Little League baseball for golf, and juniors are put on teams. They play scramble matches against other teams or other people within their own program. And then we actually have a postseason that the section operates. But really, it's a grassroots program for our PGA professionals that it really drives a lot of benefit to our members, but more importantly, their customers, that it's a program, again, for kids to get involved in. Registration for juniors is actually open. We have the ability here in Southern Texas, due to the season, that there'll be some PGA Junior League programs that might start February 1st. And, again, similar to what we do, where there's like a spring, summer, and fall season, some coaches might do, again, a winter, spring, summer, fall season or something. So it's a year-round program. It's great that you can do both, where like you might be involved with a professional or you might be looking for a professional. And on the website of PGA Junior League, you can actually find coaches that are open to the public. That basically is like you raising your hand saying, I want my kid to be on a program. What's within 30 miles that's open to the public? And you can sign up directly there too. So it's a really good way to get juniors involved. It's non-intimidating. You're a part of a team. You get a jersey with your name on the back. So Garrett Nobles was just recognized as having a top 25 program in the country, and that's why he won the Game Changer Award.
That's amazing.
Yep, very much so.
It's great, and how you've designed the programs that we run, because everybody knows that I'm big in the junior golf, but you've now completed the ecosystem where they start with the PGA Junior League. They got the Little Linksters. We have the Junior Links, Junior Tour, Prestige Tour. They become adults, whether they become associates or PGA professionals. Now there's tournaments for them. We just started kicking off a one-day event for the PGA professionals. I mean, Thomas, the South Texas PGA really has it going for everybody.
Yeah, our vision is always about creating lifelong golfers, and then obviously promoting the industry. And honestly, from our perspective, there's no better time to be involved with golf, whether or not that's a parent, whether or not that's a junior, all the way up to making it a career. We believe that there's pathways for people to continue to make this an industry opportunity for them from a professional standpoint. But then also, like you said, if you want to play, if you want to work, if you want to teach, if you want to make a difference in someone's life, there's an avenue for you to be a part of this industry and a part of the game. And obviously, it's why I get up every day to do what I do. And it's really exciting for both the Southern Texas PGA, our own brand within this community that we serve, but even the larger golf ecosystem that we're a part of.
When did the championships start? I know it's in the spring, but you have some spring championship, fall, summer. When do all those start? When do people start engaging in all of that?
Well, on the junior golf side, we're open and running. We already got like close to 2,000 members already in our program, and it's only January, which is great. But all weekend events are up and running. We'll have a full week this weekend. I know we had some cancellations this past weekend, but junior golf, it's in the full spring season. We do have a new director of junior golf, Lexi Sobieski. She just started on January 1st, so we're happy to have her. So you'll see her name floating around as well as her face as she gets out and gets to know our customers. So going to be a great season. We got our championships lined up. Our spring championship will be at Kingwood Country Club, our Clubs of Kingwood, excuse me. Our summer championship will be back at the Woodlands Country Club. And then our fall championship, we're actually coming to San Antonio again, which will be out at Hyatt Hill Country. So we got all of our championships locked in. On the professional side, our PGA professionals continue to be the backbone of our industry. We got over 800 of them in our association here in Southern Texas. We'll have events to them throughout the year. Our first major that goes towards our points lists and our Ryder Cup events that we go to, and our points and all of our player of the years, that won't start until April. But we just had a Vegas Pro-Am that we actually just got back from last night. But then we have some one-day events. We go to the Golden Nugget in Lake Charles. Again, we always like to say if you put betting and golf together, you're going to get a lot of golf professionals and amateurs. So we actually go to Golden Nugget twice in February, which will be really good. So we're off the ground running, and to cap it all off, to finish this, we have our big meeting, which is our education summit and annual meeting, the first week in February, which is basically, again, our kickoff, that we provide some valuable education to our members to continue to keep them world class. And then on top of that, we provide them industry updates and kind of a state of the association.
Well, let me ask you this, Thomas. What do you do on your time off, man? Do you get any? You come on here, Now I know you're juiced every time you come on here, man. And you ain't scripting nothing. This is just like right off the top of your head. Is there any time like during the holidays, do you have a chance just to kind of slow down a little bit, smell the roses, and be with the family? I don't know if you got to play any golf at all. Anybody who's in the golf business really doesn't get to play as much golf as we would like. But what do you do?
I have a passion for what I do, and it obviously comes through in these forums, and I appreciate the platform you give me to do it. But yes, I have a great family. I got 2 young boys. I'm actually coaching their basketball teams this winter. We had our first week last week, which was great, but we were able to unwind a little bit. But, as I always tell people, our golf professionals work day in and day out to make the industry what it is. And it's my job to promote them. So if they're working just as hard or harder, I need to continue to do that on my end. So I love what I do. I love the industry. We got great professionals that work in it. And yes, I do get time away. You might see that I'm always on a go, but in today's world, there's so much that you can do around the clock and get things done. But I'll give you 2 comments that you made that you said there. One, we've definitely talked about as a team that there are times that we need to stop and smell the roses because we have been very successful over the last couple of years, and we need to continue to that. But we have to seek our, we have to praise ourselves sometimes, pat ourselves on the back. And then number 2, as I tell our team, we're just talking about golf. We're not curing cancer. Let's keep it simple. Let's not over exaggerate what we're doing. We're just talking about golf. It's fun. We want to be an outlet that someone is choosing to spend time playing golf, whether or not that's our professionals, whether or not that's a customer or an amateur, but golf's meant to be an outlet for fun and enjoyment.
Well, we're all pretty blessed to be in this industry. I can tell you that because it's something that we can do for the rest of our lives.
100%.
Yeah.
Name another sport you can do that without having to go to maybe the hospital after you get like shellacked or something like that. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, all you gotta do is just dodge that little ball and you're good.
You're good. We got a couple of minutes left before we gotta go. I wanted to hit one thing that's very important. That this is our time of the year: scholarships for juniors. Kicking off.
So the program, we're gonna probably award another close to $200,000 in college scholarships this year. It's one of our pillars of our foundation. The application process is open. It is somewhat of an extensive application. You got to fill out a variety of little checkpoints along the way. But the due date is middle to late March. I don't have the specific date in front of me. But again, if you go to stpgareach.org under scholarships, it has the full outline. We have great donors throughout the Southern Texas PGA communities, from corporate donors to personal donors, to the George Hannon Society, to Charlie Epps. We have a lot of great partners that believe that golf is also an avenue to tell people it's good to get your education as well. And so we will continue that program this year. And again, anyone's welcome to apply. Even if you're a non-golfer, you're welcome to apply. We give out scholarships to even people that may not have played in our program. But if you have played any bit of golf, or you're connected with a PGA professional or an associate or even a facility, we strongly suggest you apply. We give out probably anywhere from 30 to 50 scholarships every year.
Well, Thomas, you're all fired up, man. I can tell you're ready for the 2024 season. And with the busy schedule you have, we always thank you for taking some time out to do that. Good luck in your basketball, too. I hope that works out for you. That's always a lot of fun to do. So, man, we'll be in touch. Once the spring kicks it up, man, we'll get you back on to talk. Let us know how things are going.
Yeah, no, my pleasure to be on. Always appreciate the invite. But, yeah, we'll get some more professionals on here for you that might win some of our championships or just want to talk about their facilities. But I appreciate the partnership, and let's keep playing golf. And as I said, let's hope for some warmer weather in the near future. How's that sound?
It's going to start tomorrow. I can see it already. Thomas, have yourself a great rest of the week. We'll catch up with you soon.
Thanks so much, guys. You have a great night.
Okay,
right, I'll see you next week, sir.
See ya.
Hey, folks, listen, we're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, we're going to go out to Columbus, Texas, catch up with Billy Brown. If you never, I'm sure you heard of the Big Easy Ranch already, but we're going to talk a little bit more about it. So don't go away. If you haven't had a cold one yet, go get it. We'll be right back. Golf After Hours.
Edwin Watts Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf. There's something that binds us all. The collective goal to transcend the ordinary. Introducing the Cobra Dark Speed Driver. Engineered with advanced aerodynamics, power bridge technology, and a large hot face for more speed and consistency. Visit us at your local Edwin Watts Golf Shops or shop online at worldwidegolf.com. Worldwide Golf. Get there.
Step into this clubhouse and you're stepping into history. Walk this fairway and imagine you're in the gallery of one of the first PGA Tour events, or cross this bridge and know that Nelson, Hogan, Palmer, and Crenshaw each crossed it first. Because this is Brackenridge Park, the oldest 18-hole public golf course in Texas, site of the first Texas Open and home to the Texas Golf Hall of Fame. Set your tee time today and step into history at Brackenridge Park.
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comal River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today or visit us online at landaparkgolfcourse.com.
Just minutes north of San Antonio on Highway 281, you will find Valor Creek Golf Club in Blanco, Texas. Valor Creek is now offering stay-and-play packages starting at $150 per person per night. Relax in the beautifully furnished Tuscany Heights condominium and walk out your front door and play one of the Hill Country's premier semi-private golf courses. So break away from the city and make Valor Creek the perfect getaway for a peaceful weekend or family outing. Call us now at 830-833-0706 or go to www.bcgc.golf. That's bcgc.golf.
Old friend, our hearts know you. You welcome us with open arms. Your stories are our favorites to retell. And you love surprising us with new ones. Our family treasures these moments with you and your sugar white sand.
Welcome back, everybody, to Golf After Hours. Mike Ratchman here. Dave Roberts. We're going to get to our special guest here in just a second. Hey, folks, listen, if you're thinking about playing Valor Creek Golf Club, man, I got a great tournament for you to get in there. It's Dogs on the Green. It's its 32nd annual golf tournament. We're going to be in it. Dave doesn't know that yet, but man, we'll pick up two other guys to go play. But it's March 7th, and it's at Valor Creek. Our registration is at 10 a.m., and shotgun start is at 12. It's sponsored by Anders Pierce Realty, and folks, it's $140, I believe, or $150 per player, and it's probably one of the more fun tournaments that you can get in. Guys over at TLC is they put on a heck of a program every year. And they picked up Valor Creek now for the last couple, 3 years. And if you haven't played Valor Creek, folks, put it on your list. It's an unbelievable condition right now. He oversees it, so the dormy look. And no carts, though. It's walking only. That's why it looks so pristine. So check it out. We'll be working with the group here up until March 7th. That's Dogs on the Green, March 7th, Valor Creek. Check it out. Hey, folks, listen, we have a special guest with us who's no stranger to the show as well. Billy Brown, he's the owner of Big Easy Ranch out in Columbus, Texas. And it's more than just a ranch, man. You got a lot of stuff going on there, Billy. Welcome to the show again. Always good to see you, man.
Same here, Mike, Dave. Appreciate you having me.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah, Dave's the only one who hasn't been out on your place yet, and he's been chomping at the bits and on me about coming on out and seeing your place. So we got to get him out here in the spring.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just to come out and see it. Hey, Billy, I know you guys have the front cover of the Texas Golf Insider magazine. It's everywhere over in the Houston market. And, there's a lot of people down here that are spending this is their second home down here. And I know out at your place, you guys, a lot of people, very few people do not come down here, maybe do have a second home and might be considering probably to go land at one of the biggest ranches, sports communities in the state of Texas, man. Talk a little bit about the Big Easy.
Well, the Big Easy has kind of evolved since I bought the ranch, more for my clients and family 10 years ago, 12 years ago now. And it's evolved where it's hunting, fishing, golf, dining, lodging, all into one. And now we have a hunting ranch. That's all it was for him. Development, but with limited home sites. We're only going to have a total of 90 home sites. Even though we have 2,000 acres, we could have as many as we wanted. And my goal was to have just enough where people could have a space and be out at the Big Easy or the ranch style setting, and you feel like you're at a ranch. So you're not crowded, and you don't feel like a subdivision like some developments. And that was the whole thing, and that's where we at. We're taking off. We've had over 20 home sites already, and just opened it up last fall. And it's going to continue to grow. We're getting a lot of calls, and with the new area we're developing now around the lake, and it's a little bit for everybody, along with hiking trails and a swimming pool, and so it's not just for the individual; it's for the corporate to the family. So it's made up of all those things, and like I said, we're getting new members every day, and we're excited about where we're at.
Well, I've been looking at the website because I haven't been out there yet, but it's on the bucket list. And Ratchman, I don't know what's going on. He's promising me. So, if I have to be a mud flap on the back of his Pathfinder to get through the gate, I'm going to get there. But,
Oh, boy.
Seeing the things, I see it's an ultimate experience, but on your website, you have the Louisiana twist on it. What is that?
Well, the Louisiana twist is more about the hospitality and the food. Okay, so plus a little bit in the ponds. We have some redfish in one of our lakes, which not many people in Texas can say. And I made that happen, and took a while to get that working, but we have them. So, but the seafood that we have on a regular basis, including crawfish balls, are imported from mostly Louisiana, and the hospitality to go along with it. And of course, with the Louisiana twist, it's exactly what it says. It's I'm in Texas now 30 something years, and I'll never leave Texas. Absolutely love it. I'm a Texan now, but I wanted to bring some of my heritage and the cultures of Louisiana to this area. And that's what we did. That's what we called it, the Big Easy, as a start. And we're doing the same thing with everything we're doing, with a little Louisiana twist to it. A lot of lagna when we give away.
I like it.
And I
He still got the accent, even though he's been in Texas. He still has the accent.
I tell you what, he has bought Louisiana to Texas. There's no doubt. I got to party. I've been out to this place now a couple times, but I got to be there at the grand opening. And, that's one thing. And, you have some of the best members, Billy, and some of the nicest people, but they all are encouraged to have fun. And man, when you put on a party like I was at, it's something special. You pull all the plugs, man. For when it comes down to music, when it comes down to drinks, and let me tell you, they know how to do a pour out at the Big Easy Ranch. I can tell you that. Yeah, I just give you an experience. Billy had asked me to stay. He's making scenic. Boy, I have something else that I got to do here. I got to run. I played the golf course, had a little bite to eat, a cocktail, and he wrapped something around my arm, and it was a yellow little thing he put on my arm. And he said, "Wherever you go, man," he says, "it's on me." And so I said, "Well, hell, I'll stay for a little bit. I mean, if we're going to do that." And I did miss what I was supposed to get to. And the whole deal is that you don't know what time it is until you start looking at your watch. You're having such a ball out there. And, one thing I did when I talk to your members, Billy, they can't say enough nice things about what you've been doing. And it's just, what's the old saying they say? It's just Billy being Billy. And, and you put the touch of fun in everything you do, man. And you got some great members.
I appreciate that. And again, it goes back, to my heritage. Growing up in Louisiana, we loved events, and that's part of the everyday life over there. And we just continued to bring that, to this ranch at Big Easy, where we try to have 5-6 big events a year. We have a wine and food festival event coming up in March with 3 bands under a big tent, and that's going to be a blast with out in my amphitheater we call the Brown Plaza, and you've been there. That's where
yes.
It's an acre of grass surrounded with stone walls and overlooks the waterfalls and creeks where we now have rainbow trout in. So even though we don't have that in Louisiana, it's something that I really wanted to incorporate, and it's so much fun. And then we have a big Cajun festival in May, which will have a lot of crawfish and Cajun bands. And again, that'll be, at the amphitheater, the Brown Plaza, which is, I think, going to be the center point of everything we do at the ranch, involving any big event. So I'm really excited about that.
Man, I'm getting hungry because I'm a gumbo-holic. So, oh my God. But you know what? You also have a championship golf course. You got 27 holes out there that are pristine from what I've heard. And that's an experience all in itself.
Well, we're really excited about the Covey Golf Course is what we call it. And it's named after all the bird hunting we do here on the ranch. And it's, it's really living up to what they're talking about on Golf Digest, that it'll be one of the premier golf courses in the state of Texas. And we're just waiting for it to finish growing in. But our members are playing along with their guests, and we're getting incredible feedback. Everybody's telling me, Billy, the greens are really hard. They're really fast. But that's what we wanted. We wanted a test of the game that you could have fun on. And Chet Williams just did an incredible job designing. Every hole is different, and you get to hit all your irons. I was playing with a couple of really good golfers, scratch golfers. I don't know why I'm playing with them, but the other day, and they were saying, Billy, this is one of the first times in a long time I got to play with every club in my bag. So that made me really feel good. And that's what we wanted. That's a test of a really good golf course, and where it's fair, but if you hit the ball in the right place, you can score. And, that's what we're excited about. So we're building, we think, a world-class, community here with everything we do, from the golf course to the lots and the fishing. But the golf course I am more proud of than anything I've ever done. It's really one of a kind. And I was out there with Chet helping with the design of the creeks with the waterfalls. Everybody knows I love waterfalls. And
yes, we do.
My par 3. So we have almost 1.5 miles of creeks and waterfalls running through the golf course, and it all runs downhill. So the whole thing is in like a valley. And it's very unusual to have this kind of topo in this part of, the area this close to Houston. But, with 80-foot elevation changes and oak trees everywhere, it makes it very special.
Well, I think Chet done a great job. And then I was fortunate enough to play with him on Media Day. And, he gives you all the ins and outs and what he kept. And he was just more blown away by how natural. He said the course just fits perfect here. He said, I didn't have to do much. He said it just belongs right where it was at. And you know, you guys got a beautiful place up there, and I see it stepping up the ladder. You and I had talked, you know, off a couple times, and you said, "Man, if I could get to the top, being one of the top five in the state of Texas," and I think there's no reason why you can't be. Between 1 and 5, I think you got an opportunity, Billy. And you know, as it gets older, and the more recognition you get with some of the tournaments that are already designed to come out to your place, you know, I think you do have something special there. And just talking with Chet, we had him on the show. I mean, and he was totally blown away once he got out there and started laying it all out. So you got something special.
Well, you know, what was really incredible recognition is when the Texas Golf Association named us the 2026 Mid Amateur and the 2029 State Amateur here, and we weren't even open yet. Everything was, you know, sodded and was ready to go. We wasn't playing it yet. We wanted to wait about 4 or 5 months for it to really grow in some. And they came and looked at it and they said, "We've seen enough. We know Chet Williams. We know what you have out here. We've seen your maintenance facility. That's, you know, everybody's telling me is one of the best maintenance facilities in the South for golf." And they said, we want to be part of this. And so I signed up right away. I said, I want to do it and I want to do more in the future. You know, try to get some really top-notch, you know, amateur tournaments here. And that's the test of the golf course, when you can do that and see what everybody can really shoot. But we have a couple of young bucks here that belong and want them on the tour. And, you know, it's fair, but he doesn't go low every time because, you know, it's a fair test.
And that's what you want from a golf course. You want it to be enjoyable. You want a great experience, memorable, but you do want that challenge. And, you know, from what I hear, and I can't wait to get out there, as I said, I did hear from Chet that
I think he's begging. I think he's
on
begging
the right
now,
hand
buddy.
side of the golf course. So, you know, that's yet to be. That's probably not a fib in any way, you know, because he just goes right, and those trees get in the way. So, oh.
I tell you what, the one thing I like about the course, you pick your poison, man. You pick your tee box where you can play, and it's all very fair out there. Now, if you want the challenge, you got your big stick. Okay, go after it. Good luck, because it's all you're going to be able to handle. But in my case, you know, I got the old man tees, and I'm not afraid to get up there. I live long enough to deserve to get up to those. And so it was really fun to play. Now, one thing I will say, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this, is you know, your turn clubhouse. And I know there's a lot of people who do not know what a turn clubhouse is. Now, I got to be honest, you know, I know there's turns at the regular course. You get yourself a hot dog, get yourself a beer, you move on. This is a turn building that is phenomenal. Tell us a little bit about that, Billy.
Well, we're really excited about that. We wanted to make something special because the turn comes and finishes on a big crest of the property, 65 foot above everything. And we decided to do something special there with you know, a mini clubhouse that's about 4,000 square feet. That's 2-story with an elevator, with views 270 around the whole thing, and all big wood beams and stone. And there'll be nothing like it, not just in the state of Texas, but nothing like it in the country that anybody ever came up with. The architect who put it together is a renowned architect, you know, out of Colorado, and he feels like it's going to win a lot of special awards. But it's a place that you can, you know, go and you can stop and get a drink and have some complimentary food. And then it's a place where after the round's over with, you can go back and just see the whole 18 holes from up above. There's always a beautiful breeze up there. And it's just, I've been taking people up, not with the elevator, with a bit of lift we put in there, 25 feet above the ground level, and everybody's just blown away. So we're really excited about that turn and hope to finish that by May. You know, I'm pushing it to get it done earlier, but May's probably the earliest we'll get it done.
Well, I can't wait to come out and see it, Billy. I mean, I know where it's gonna be, and I would just think for me, if I ended up there after 9 holes, that's pretty much what I'm playing. 9 holes, and I think everybody else is going to start doing the same thing. You watch and see, or you can play 18 and then come back to it too, right?
Well, we'll have a big putting green up there for those who just want to stay around and hang out there as well.
Hey, Billy, we're up against the clock, man. It was very
Right.
nice. I know you're really busy getting this place all put together. I can't wait to see the new building being put up. And folks, listen, if you're looking for a place, and it says clearly, it's a sporting club like no other. There is nothing like it in Texas. No place in Texas at all. And I've been around for 25 years doing this. And when you got 25 or 2,200 acres of nothing but pure, unbelievable landscape, you got something special there. And if you're thinking about a home or second home, I check out the Big Easy. Billy, you built something special there, and everybody loves you for it too.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate y'all putting me on tonight, and y'all have a beautiful evening.
Hey, likewise to you, Billy. And we'll do this again. I want to come out and see. I'll get Dave to come out there when you got that new
Perfect.
Clubhouse put up. Man, have yourself a great rest of the week, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Same here, guys. Thank you.
Okay, buddy.
We'll see.
Have a good one. Hey, folks, listen, we're going to take a real quick break. And when we come back, we're going to wrap this thing. Oh, I guess we're up against the clock. Are we up against the clock, Johnny?
We're rocking around the clock. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, let's give a couple. We'll end it up with a couple commercials here, but David and I got to get going here. I know he's got to go back to work what he's doing. David, it's always good to have you back. I can't wait to see you at the PGA Tour. Hey, I also want to get a couple of shouts out. Katie's watching us. Joe, how do you say their last name?
Joe Henningmeyer.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for getting me to do this.
And don't
Hey, we
say
got
it 3
Baron
times
Jacobson
backwards, okay?
watching us too. Baron, thanks for watching. We got Mark Sellards for watching too. Again, folks always say, and a lot of people watch it during the week, so I appreciate you all doing that. And I want to thank all of our guests. Billy Brown. Also want to thank Thomas Hutton for coming on. I mean, it's always good to kick the whole year off with some of the people that we work with a lot throughout the year, Dave. It's always fun to do it. And you and I, starting in February, what's going on?
18th year together, longer than 3 marriages, baby. Woo, no
And folks, he's not kidding. He's not kidding when you say that. Of course, when you only got to see somebody once a week, you can live forever with somebody.
You're like a fishing license, man. I get to renew you once a year, babe.
Hey, folks, I also want to thank Johnny G with GA Media for producing this. Johnny, thank you very much, always. And all of our sponsors that are kicking off the 2024 season, we owe you again. It looks pretty strong for us this year. And folks, I want to thank everybody for watching during the week. I want to thank everybody for sharing as they do, because the Gummy Bear is always going to be around. The Gummy Bear is always going to be around. And we appreciate you doing that. And as long as you guys keep doing that every week, this is our favorite hour. Dave and I will be back every week. Until then, rain or shine,
book your tea time.
Have a great week, everybody. Cheers. Cheers, or are you still on the clock?
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comal River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today or visit us online at landaparkgolfcourse.com.
Are you ready to treat you and your friends to a great golfing experience in 2023? If so, it's time to tee it up at the Club at Star Ranch. Located in Hutto, just 30 minutes from Austin, the Club at Star Ranch offers manicured fairways, pure putting greens, and multiple tee options for all skill levels to enjoy. Home of the 4-hour round, the Club at Star Ranch is rated 4.6 stars and strives for course consistency so you and your friends can enjoy the golf experience you deserve. The Club at Star Ranch, where your next round awaits.
Just minutes north of San Antonio on Highway 281, you will find Valor Creek Golf Club in Blanco, Texas. Valor Creek is now offering stay-and-play packages starting at $150 per person per night. Relax in the beautifully furnished Tuscany Heights condominium and walk out your front door and play one of the Hill Country's premier semi-private golf courses. So break away from the city and make Valor Creek the perfect getaway for a peaceful weekend or family outing. Call us now at 830-833-0706 or go to www.vcgc.golf. That's VCG.
Step into this clubhouse and you're stepping into history. Walk this fairway and imagine you're in the gallery of one of the first PGA Tour events, or cross this bridge and know that Nelson, Hogan, Palmer, and Crenshaw each crossed it first. Because this is Brackenridge Park, the oldest 18-hole public golf course in Texas, site of the first Texas Open and home to the Texas Golf Hall of Fame. Set your tee time today and step into history at Brackenridge Park.